Uh, so I just finished up some stuff on my server, and I just found out a little while ago that I'm gonna have to get rid of this. And I worked hard with a bunch of my friends, and I figured I might as well show it off a little. So come on a tour with me. This is one of the many sky bridges, complete with head trees, so then you can run a little bit faster. This is the first stop. It is my buddy Konyac's place. Sick. He just wanted to make it in a mountain. He was one of the first people on the server, so this is his place. Oh yeah, I don't think the orbital drop works. I could try it, but I'm very scared. Now, he doesn't have much, it seems, but here's a map of the entire place. He doesn't have the corners pieced out, but we're away from all this. We're right here. This place right here is where we are, but we're not even, like, in the town yet. And this is the way of the town. This is Olympus. This was one of the secret projects that my buddy Mason made. In Olympus, there's a bunch of ravagers, and I made a scavenger hunt, and it got a little out of hand with how many ravagers were up here, so they disassembled the traps. But before, if you made it up here, there were two tridents you could get. One was labeled Poseidon and the other one Zeus. I know because I personally came up here to steal one of them, and I put a third thing in here, a book that just said Hades, and usually people would come over through here. Nobody ever thought to go the other way. So how these trees were done was there was like a piece of dirt placed, and then the tree grew, and we killed off the dirt. We placed the torches and took out one of the blocks of the tree, just so it could be like a block higher. That way we never really hit our heads on it, but we always go a little bit faster. This is the travel hub. Specifically the travel hub, because that place, the area where I was in the beginning of this video, that's pretty much the spawn. So we'd go, originally the spawn was somewhere over there by that Taco Bell. We'll get to that later, but the travel hub doesn't really do much else other than have like a actual big gigantic map and look intimidating. It's also the tallest point in the city. We are right here. We're going to go visit the farmer's market first. Took us a while to put this town together. Before, it was just giant mountains like everywhere. It was a terrible seed. We really did not hit very lucky on this. Farmer's market isn't really much. It used to be like a giant bazaar with like all this stuff. As you can see, my buddy Konyac has been putting like his entire farm in here. Oh, that's right. Konyac has a giant farm outside of town. He was our sole provider of food for a while. My buddy Richard, whose house this is, this giant mansion, he's one of the admins. He just decided to, I don't want to take any of that. He decided to make the little farm over here. God, I don't want to go through this entire house, but this is the music room of his house. He's got signs everywhere because it's too easy to get lost. There's about 3 levels to this house, I think. I don't think there's anything extravagant in the bedroom. It looks nice. God's hands, swords for healing, creative, and stuff. Let's see if we can go to the back balcony. And if we go up here, over there is one of the several exits. That's the unfinished casino, and it will remain unfinished, unfortunately. But we might just go in there later. I'm probably just gonna jump off this. Actually, I don't want to die. I'll probably die if I jump off this. My boys and girl. I think this is all of Richard's actual cats. I'm unsure though. There's no fish in here. Yeah. I don't know if those are all like his cats that in real life, if he has that many, but it's a very nice collection. There's another collection of cats too I'm gonna have to go to. He based the glass pattern off of the what's it called? The missing texture. He based the entire like floor and glass pattern off the missing texture thing from CS:GO. Usually I'm out running around and not really doing stuff, so I don't really have much on me. That's why I'm wearing my leather set instead of this. I wanted to seem like, oh, by the way, the name of this town is Town. We came up with that because of a podcast that's of a similar name. Head west if you're based. Well, this is supposed to be the pub/town hall, but it seems that somebody's made it their life's goal to... Oh my god. But the admins got rid of all that. This is my house. It's not very, you know, big or anything. And god. I think I was robbed. No, they took it, didn't they? Oh, no, there's my pig step. This is IDK Meme's little base right here. He kind of moved away since we've found out that the server will be deleted soon, which is tragic. But he built this Taco Bell when he had admin privilege. It's supposed to be Nocturne Toten. It's supposed to be Nocturne Toten Taco Bell. So, walk in, and here's the door. You go in here. We had a box over here, but I think that there's like a machine for the burritos over there now. Upstairs of Nocturne Toten. It's pretty accurate. I loved it. I fell in love with this the moment I saw it. Got this little staircase. Got the tables over here. Over here's the PvP base, right out of the Nocturne Toten Taco Bell. My buddy Mason made this. He's the admin basically of the server. He thought that more people would fight, but unfortunately all his friends are like builders. Everyone just wants to build instead of fight, or farm instead of fight. And here's another one of those entrances that nobody uses for some reason. There's nothing out there for me to go to, so we're just not gonna go. But all the roads in the city lead to the pub. They were all specifically made and designed to go straight to the pub. This is the lava pit. We throw all the lava in here. Somebody's taken upon themselves to make... Hello? Okay. Somebody's taken upon themselves to make these giant slabs for maps. And this is the auto furnaces. They're for public use, basically. Up here is an old base of Richard's. It's a triple decker. And once again, it leads straight to pub. Yeah, this is one of those creative builds. All the lighting was done by Richard too, manually in survival. He kind of lost his privileges after a while. Over here is this cat house. Highly retarded, mentally deficient cats and dogs. I don't know why they'd name a cat Ligma. Yeah, over there's yet another gate. And now that we're done with this section of the map, time to move on to probably the best. Over here we have the public mine, although nobody's been down it very lately. Depositor, you don't want anything, you can just chuck it in here. I can't believe they use a slur. In the mountain is Hellion's place, although he really hates it when people go near his place. Ladders all go up to a secret hidden cave on my server. I think it's right here. Secret little bath cave. There's this public little sitting area, little park with a well. Got an auto compositor. We have the retard cube with Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro. And we have this whole area right here for boats, little dock. This is probably my favorite part, the Church of the High and Mighty Floppa. It's got a beam going on it, as does the as does my little house. I don't know what that is. I think that's one of the admin's old bases. There's probably some goodies up there. They used to use the water flow technique to get up there, but since then I guess they turned into ice. Anyways, yeah, killed the wither, was able to get the star to make that beacon, and the mods just used the beacon, just used creative to get this beacon, which made this, and this is Father Floppa. Ooga booga. Praise be unto our Lord Floppa. D's nuts and fuck is real, amen. Yeah. This was one of the places where you could just rest, relax, take some fish. One of the Easter eggs for the scavenger hunt was right here, and the prize used to be right over here. So if you ever made it like in, that was it. Over here's the task wall. There were a lot more stuff, but we got most of it done. Ooh, did they leave it in? Oh no, I guess this isn't the right bridge, or they probably just took it out. There was a fire under the water, but I guess they modified the bridge. Most of the bridges were made by Heather Hop. This is the graveyard, basically. Anybody who wanted to just make like a gravestone or something could just throw it in here. I haven't seen these ones yet. Rip Old Mountain, replaced 4 more. Building space. Here lays dock numbered 96, died from falling off a bridge. You, get in. Funny. Oh, no, I can't leave. 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 Alright. Schmitty Werburn Jag. He was number 1. It doesn't look like there's any more. Buffalo Bills. Go Bills. Joseph Mama. Ray William Johnson. Neil Breen. Steve Job. Flintoff. 5-minute event. Always dies. Never will stop dying. Gary Webb. Oh, yeah, and the Dream one. I don't think I made these. So one of the mods, you try to spawn in a giant. The first thing that he did was try to spawn in a giant, and it kind of failed. We had the giant on the server for maybe like an hour, and then the server crashed and the giant despawned. So we made a giant cross on the hill where the travel tower is. Then we removed the cross, and we removed most of the hill. So we made this monument. Big sex. Richard did a really good job with us. Richard was in charge of making the other religion for the server, the Anti-Floppa cult, led by Bingus. And Richard very much likes Silent Hill, so his entire aesthetic is based off of Silent Hill. Jeez, that's really good. Really cool. Really cool. Just book on the podium? No? Jeez. I suppose that's a lever to shut off the water, right? Nice. This is supposed to be a secret cult, obviously. It's supposed to be a secret cult. Then there's the public tree farm, but there's nothing really here except for trees and the treehouse, but we'll get to the treehouse in a minute. This is Heather's house. She just found a design online and just kind of built it. And over here is yet another entrance to the building, except that's where we hop into the wall. A little bit of lag. That's the reason why we're getting rid of the servers, because there's too much lag when there's multiple people on. I actually got permission from most of the people on the server to just do this while they're off. Should be right over here, I believe. Oh, there it is. This would lead me back in. I could have, yeah, just went in through this way, but that's a lot less creative. Okay. And this is the wall. We're not going to really see much that we've already seen. Heather's gazebo, her house. I wish I had a potion right now. Oh, there's a treehouse. I think we can jump to it. No, there's not much to check out on the treehouse anyways. It's just a giant treehouse. But I'll check it out anyways. Yep. I think that the... Oh, here's the other way up. Actually, might the treehouse be taller? No, I don't think so. Oof. Yep, there's another lag spike. Oh, I will die if I fall from this height. Alright, back on the trail we go. We're still in the public tree farm area, technically. Over here's the nether portal. Really cool part about our city. God, I should have really brought a pickaxe. Over there's our other nether portal. We originally found that one, just naturally spawned, but nobody put it together yet. In fact, nobody wanted to put it together because it was in such a bad place for spawn that it was terrible. And I wish I had my dirt. Alright, so we'll explore this part first. And this is the nether. I don't want to go in yet because we still got a little bit more exploring to do over here. And over here is my hidden city. I have to go to the smuggler's den to get some air. It's the only place in the entire Forbidden City that you can actually get air. But I built it. It's like 5 or 6 buildings, the entire thing, and it's one of my passion projects. Again, there's the docks. When you go into my beacon, it's surrounded by bubbles, and soul sand pushes you up really hard. That's mainly because there's a book here, one of the scavenger hunt books. But if you just push me right up. The ship shed is one of Mason's many secret builds. It's a little difficult to get to, but if you know what you're doing, and you know kind of where it is, then you can reach it. And there's nothing really in here. There used to be a lot more, but it's all mostly gone now. Refreshing. Some people don't really know this, but Hellion tried really hard to make the travel hub kind of like, I don't know, like crystallized, kind of eaten. That's in this house. I don't know why he put glass there. It's pretty neat though. I think this is more of the public tree farm. Yeah. And on the other side should be the name of the town. One of the other secret builds is right here. The only problem with it is you kind of got to be quick with that doorway, or else you're just going to push it up by soul sand, which I'm going to admit is where I got the idea. Over here is Eric's marvelous farm. He's going to hate me when he watches this video. Actually, now that I think about it, he might be the one who wrote that whole thing. He had a cow named Justin Trudeau, and one day it just mysteriously died. Nobody really knows how it got killed, but we assume that it was killed. Everybody assumes, because there was some meat left over. And this is his buddy Vita's house. It's right underneath this. Horse's name is Sans. Let me down. Stupid horse. Over there is the is the... I actually don't know what that is. Ah, that's one of the mod creations right there. We're gonna go try to see if we can get to it. We'll just use the drop. Oh, it scared me. No, Konyac built one of these bridges specifically to get to this. This is technically a dungeon crawler. It's got all these mobs in it. That's why I'm not going to go in. It's got like a whole bunch of mobs in it. Well, they just rip through you. There's a couple ravagers in there, some skeletons, pillagers, vindicators. There's all kinds of things in there. And nobody's ever really made it to the top except for like 3 people. There's only like 1 thing left in this world to explore anyways. Okay. If I go too fast, I'll run into an unloaded chunk, and if I do that, I'm going to die. Because it will just keep glitching me. God, that was a close one. Slow down. And this is perfect. This is a perfect place to stop. If we go into here, this is the Nether Fortress. We found one. We also found a bastion, but I don't want to go there because I will actually die. And now we're at 10,000 by 10,000. Well, close enough to 10,000 by 10,000. I don't think there are any villagers left. I think they're all dead. I heard that a while ago that there was a pillage. Oh no. This must have been IDK Meme's bed. Oh well. Time to go back to the Nether. There's really nothing else here. It's a little sad. Who's wee mama? We are a rolling. We need to get into the portal. It's a whole interconnected, like, series of portals. It's pretty cool. And the last part of the whole tour. That's right, there's a little bit more to this place. I completely forgot about that hut that they were making over there before they heard the news. This is the what was going to be the casino. It's got white glass in the ceiling, and it had a dolphin in the tank. It was my project. I was given some supplies by the admin. And I guess the actual last piece of the tour is right over here. Joe's escape cave under construction. Do not enter. I don't know who Joe is. It's supposed to be like an escape room. It's not finished yet, but it is pretty darn cool. I'll give him that. What's that? Oh, broke it. Oh, it's a picture frame of a fern. This is pretty cool though. It's got a little timer and everything. Really reminds me of before whole, you know, pandemic thing. Going to escape room with my friends. I think this is Harry's, IDK's new base. His name's Harry. Whatever. You saw his name before. He's not an LGBTQ guy. He's just, he likes colorful stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the entirety of my server.